Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Tyler Ritchie. We are in the beautiful Unidome today for Tiger Varsity Football Media Day. Joining us today is head coach Brad Remmert, coach Jeremiah Longnecker, and coach Ken Koltoff. Coach Remmert, I'm going to direct this first one to you. Last season, you had quite the high-scoring offense. Talk about how the team can try and replicate that this year.
Well, we're fortunate enough to have a lot of kids coming back up front. Jackson Lystico, Ben Sock, and Justin Campbell all return with a lot of experience, so that's a great place to start. You throw in a tight end that played last year in Jackson Frericks, a tailback that rushed for 1,700 yards, and we got a good place to start nucleus-wise. On the edge, Logan Wolf, he caught 20-some balls, and half of those I think were for touchdowns, so he was real explosive for us on the outside. So we've got some key parts to that coming back. It's a matter of piecing in some of the guys that graduated. We lost some real good seniors. We lost great leadership in Luke Gillette, our quarterback, and we've got to fill those areas in. But when you look at it on paper, we have a chance to do some of the things we did last year.
Great. Coach Longnecker, this one's to you. So speaking of your quarterback, you're tasked with replacing a pretty efficient quarterback. Talk about the players who are stepping up to take on that role.
Logan Wolf has played quarterback in the past. In the last couple of years hasn't played as much. Sophomore year split between sophomore and varsity, and when he came up to varsity didn't play as much, and then pretty much receiver last year, but he's transitioned back there and has worked out there all summer and has improved a great deal. So he's one of the prospects. And then we got a junior in Cale Loescher. Cale's brother played tight end for us a couple of years ago. Cale's a very talented kid as well. They're very different. Logan, when he's back there, would like to utilize his feet, his quickness, and he does a lot of things. And Cale's your prototypical big-armed 6'5" quarterback, and so very different. And we have some decisions to make as a staff as far as which direction we want to go.
Got it. And, Coach Koltoff, what has you most excited about this offense for this season?
Everything these guys just mentioned, quite frankly. We've got a good group of kids up front. Jackson Lystico, Justin Campbell will be 3-year starters. Ben Sock was a terrific center last year. Going to take a look at him at tackle. We've got a couple of young kids, they're seniors, but they're young in terms of their involvement in our offense, but they're going to fill in real nicely. We've got a tackle in Caleb Holtzman. We're looking at a couple guys, Brady Holt, a few other guys at that center position. Good group of backups. Jackson Frericks is a terrific tight end. We're jacked. We're really excited. Obviously, Coach already mentioned the backfield guys. The guys on the perimeter, very, very, very good athletes, so we're excited about it.
Great. Back to you, Coach Remmert. So the IHSAA has implemented the RPI formula for the playoffs to deciding who's going to be the at-large bids this year. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it'll be interesting how it all works out. Anytime you implement a new system, there's going to be proponents, people that are for it, there's going to be people against it. But what it comes down to is they're going to put 16 teams in. There's 7 districts this year, which is new for us. They're going to take the winner only of each of the districts. So you want to win your district is what it comes down to, and take it out of the actual RPI standings hands. But that RPI, which is different that people don't know about, they're going to take 37.5% of your winning percentage, 37.5% of your opponent's percentage, and 25% of your opponent's winning percentage. Yeah. So you do the math. Hopefully they got that baby plugged into some formula, because I don't think we're going to be able to just punch it into a calculator ourselves. But the moral of the story is you got to go out in a very competitive district that we're in, and you got to find a way to be the district champ and to be an automatic qualifier.
Got it. So tell the fans watching on TV right now why they should come out and support the Tigers this year.
Hey, I think this is going to be a dedicated group that you're going to see. When I look at what the kids did this summer, we asked them to come in at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. for workouts 4 days a week. We asked them to come back on Mondays and Wednesday nights at 5:30 for a football workout. We had more kids in our program being a part of it this year during our summer lifting and that than we've had. So last year's group kind of set the tempo for it. This group, I think, is taking the baton, and they want to run with this thing, and should be fun to watch. We've got explosive people on offense. If you look at defense, and you're going to hear from those coaches, Jack Campbell comes back, who's a first-team All-State linebacker. Tate Johnson's going to be flanking him and had a heck of a junior year. And there's going to be some exciting kids that are going to be explosive and can run. So it should be a fun group to come out and watch.
Great. Well, we look forward to watching you all season long, and we want to wish you the best of luck, and thanks for joining me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be right back with more sports talk right after this.
Underage drinking comes at a cost. What gets crushed when you drink?
Welcome back to Sports Talk. We are now joined by some of the defensive coaches for the Tigers. I have with me Coach Matt Humple, Coach Chad Remmert, and Coach Paul Wolf. Coach Humple, tell me what you're excited for about the defense this year.
I'm really excited. We got a good group of seniors coming back, especially in the segment that I coach, the linebackers. We got three upperclassmen, Dakota Southworth, Tate Johnson, and Jack Campbell that'll be a 3-year starter. So those three in there, we're really looking for big things out of. And we got a lot of players that have a lot of potential to help us do a lot of different things. So that part's exciting. I think we'll have a fun, fast defense that people are really going to appreciate, that are going to fly around and make plays.
Great. Coach Remmert, talk about the work the players have put in this offseason.
I think absolutely. They've worked real hard. We had sessions at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. in the morning, and attendance was very good, so the kids have put in the work, and they've continued that here early on as we move into practices. So, we're excited about the effort, and they've done the preparation to give themselves a chance for sure.
All right. Coach Wolf, so last year the defense had 20 takeaways and 4 defensive touchdowns. Talk about some of the contributing players to those numbers.
Boy, there was quite a few, and I think the big thing for us this year is we got a lot of those guys coming back. Secondary that I coach, we've got Tian Porter, we've got Logan Wolf, Jackson Gilbert, Logan Hogue, Chip Custer, David Louviere, those types of guys. Obviously impact players like Jack on defense, as well as Dakota Southworth. And then the guys up front, I think we're going to miss the most, but I think there's a good crew coming in. Coach Remmert's going to coach them up. I think that's the emphasis of our defense this year, is to create turnovers, create opportunities for our defense to score, and put our offense in good field position.
All right. And, Coach Remmert, could you talk about those new players on the line?
Yeah, we lost, 4 or 5 really good ones last year. 3 of those kids are playing college football this year, so that kind of gives you an idea just the high quality that we had. But the exciting thing is, I think, about this crew that's coming in is they're hungry. And it'll be a little different situation because I think we're going to be able to play 6 to 8 kids and sort of rotate people in. So I think we'll play a little more fresh maybe than what we were at times last year, which that's going to be good. And again, I just think the mix of these kids, Nathan King is a senior and Tyson French, those would be the 2 seniors that have some playing time from last year, and then we'll have a whole slew of juniors that'll be in that mix as well. So I think I got as fun a job as you can have this year of putting something together, and I told these guys, we may be a little slow out of the box, but definitely these kids they'll come around to play for sure.
Got it. And back to you, Coach Humple. So last season the defense held 7 of your 9 regular season opponents to 10 points, or less than 10 points, excuse me. What have you done this offseason to try and match that or surpass it?
Well, that's a big goal of our defense going in. We feel like if we can keep teams under 10 points, our offense will take care of the rest and put points up on the board. So we're trying to stress the fundamentals, communicating with each other, hustling to the ball, and we want to be really, really good tacklers. We think a lot of times that's the thing that separates our defense, is how well the kids end up tackling. So that's something we're working from day one all the way up to that final game, hopefully. So, but really just stressing the fundamentals. These guys do a great job with their segments, and we kind of bring everybody together, get everybody running around, rallying to the ball, and playing exciting type defense.
Great. Well, I know I'm looking forward to seeing this strong defense shut down some opponents, and we just wanted to thank you for joining us and wish you good luck on the upcoming season.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys. We'll be right back with some of the Tiger offensive players here in the Unidome. Hello again, Tiger sports fans. We are back in the Unidome, this time with some of the offensive players for the Tigers. We have Sam Gary, Logan Wolf, and Jackson Leaskow. First question will go to you, Sam. You had a great season last year. Talk about some of the things you did this summer to try and improve your game.
Get in the weight room, work on my feet, the agility, and just getting stronger and faster and staying healthy. So that's pretty much it.
Great. Logan, you got a new quarterback this season. What are some of the ways that you and the other receivers have tried to help him adjust to a new starting role?
You know, we just got as many reps as we possibly could this summer, and we got the work done in the summer so we could be prepared for the fall, and I think we just can't wait to get ready to play the first game.
Great. And Jackson, so the offensive line is obviously an important part of the team. Talk about your experience and how that can help you lead this newer group of O-linemen.
Obviously, we got 3 returning starters. I guess you can count the tight end 4, so it's a pretty experienced group of guys. Looking at it, I think we should have a pretty good year. Everybody knows the plays, everybody knows what's going on. Just a couple spots to fill, that's about it.
Great. So back to you, Sam. Well, what is it about this offense that has you excited for this upcoming season?
We got a bunch of weapons. We got quarterback that can sling the ball and run. We got wide receivers that can run. We got our offensive line that's coming back is going to be just overpowering, and so just put all those together, and it's going to be hard to stop.
Great. Well, I look forward to watching you guys move the ball all year, and thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with the defensive players for the Tigers right after this.
There is only one place that has all of the highlights, all of the interviews, and all the great behind-the-scenes footage. Don't miss out on the high-flying action as we break it down on Panther Sports Talk. Tune in each week as Panther Sports Talk covers everything related to University of Northern Iowa athletics. Catch Panther Sports Talk on Channel 15, Cedar Falls Community Television.
Welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Tyler Ritchie, and we are here with the senior linebackers for the Tigers football team. I have Jack Campbell, Tate Johnson, and Dakota Southworth. Welcome, gentlemen. So my first question is going to go to Jack. Talk about this linebacker core here and the benefits you have with 3 seniors with game experience.
I'll start with Dakota. Me and Dakota, we played freshman ball together, and he's going to bring some physicality to the team that I think will be better than last year's team. And then Tate, having experience last year, will also help. And then all together, being seniors, we're just going to, like the linebackers are leaders of the defense, which I think will help a lot because we'll have a new front 4. So I think us 3 will step up to the challenge and get it done. Right now, so we graduated all 4 last year, but right now there's about 8 guys competing for the spots. But I feel comfortable with any 4 up there. Everyone's worked really hard this summer, and it'll be interesting to see who starts up there.
So Tate, we'll go back to you next. What was the most excited, or what has you most excited about this upcoming season?
Well, I think we have a chance to come back to the Dome for state. We wanted to last year, but it just didn't happen. And I think all 3 of us linebackers are better, and we'll have another solid defense again.
Great. So Dakota, same question. How do you? What makes you excited about this upcoming season?
Just to be out on the field and show some leadership and become a one unit.
Great. So back to you, Jack. The 3 of you last year combined for over 150 tackles, which is very impressive. What have you done this offseason that helps you improve that?
So this offseason, all 3 of us have been really committed in the weight room, just showing up every day, putting in 100% that we have. And then Monday, Wednesday night, we have like football drills at night, and all three of us have bought into that and just push each other just to become better by the day. And I think you'll see this season just like the growth we've made from last season to this season. So it should be exciting.
Great. Well, I look forward to watching you guys play every Friday, and good luck this year, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right, that'll do it for Tiger Football Media Day. Make sure to catch the Tigers at one of their 4 home games here at the Unidome. It should be very exciting. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyler Ritchie, and that was Sports Talk.